What is up, YouTube? It is a dreary day outside. We've got apparently a hurricane heading our way. That ain't gonna stop me. Today we're gonna be messing with the cb400t, the 1980. The motor is done. It's ready to go back in. I need it to go back in so I can help it to align the chain when I start to do this rear end. So today, I'm going to be putting this motor in, and I'm probably going to be cutting the tail end of this bike off. I still got to figure out exactly where I want to cut. So, I'm probably going to time-lapse getting this motor in, and probably even chopping the tail end off. Let's get into it. Get your cold ones. My little yellow koozie doesn't fit these beverages. If you know the brand, comment down below. I'm sure most do. Without further ado, let's get into it. And these jets have been flying over for like 2 days straight. Here comes another one now. But let's get after it. Okay, so I got the motor in. I did kick it over, and it's the compression sounds great. Now it's the hard part of where do I want to cut this rear end. Now if we stand all the way back and just look at the shape of the bike, it looks like the rear end is a little wider on this side, and that could be because of my old past crap that I did. But when we come down here, I mean the swing arm was about the same at right here, and I'm tempted to put the swing arm in just so I can make sure that my tail section is going to be straight, and it just goes right here. I'm debating cutting here, potentially even going off of these two little nubs, but again, it's more on this side than it would be on this side. I'm debating going from right here, but I also got to worry about a chain. It's going to be hardtail, so it, all I have to do is just make sure it is somewhere in between that chain. It's the tricky part. I've never done a full from running bike to hardtail. I've done the old Honda, or the old Predator 212. At one point in time, it was a hardtail, and I had done multiple iterations of the hardtail. But now it is a swing arm section. It actually has the OEM from factory rear swing arm, rear shocks, and tail section from this bike. Because at one time, I was never going to rebuild it. And now look at it. Now it never even, at a certain point, it never even needed its tail section back. I did, however, eventually want to rebuild it, so I did buy another factory swing arm, and then I just bought some nice shocks. But it's just, figuring this out, especially the top. I don't know if I want to cut it here and go off of here, or cut these tabs off and go off of there, or even just, you know, I don't know yet. I don't know if I want to go off of right here. But if I cut it here, that means this section will be completely done, and this part right here, which holds the gas tank, which just, you know, bolts in right there, and it's just welded on with these two little tabs. It's not even touching the frame. It's probably be the best way that you can be able to see it. It's not even touching the frame other than those two tabs. So I may have to just think on this for a little bit. I may even just start cutting, just start lopping crap. But I'm gonna do that off camera. I'm gonna just try and figure out where I want to go, and as soon as I figure what I think I want to do, we'll be right back. Because I'm not sure. Catch y'all in a minute. All right, so I literally just got done cutting the tail off. Just, it's not final cuts, nothing. I just needed to get that fender out of my way so I could kind of place this tire about where I want it. I was using a bucket full of beer, or a bucket full of carbureted beverage caps, a 2x4 and a 4x4 to kind of get the tire where I want it. And then I said, okay, went ahead and hung a ratchet strap, hung a second ratchet strap, and now I'm going to use jack stands to try and get it where I want. I mean, this is just a rough where it's sitting. We're gonna just kind of put that about like that. I think I want to take it just a little bit up, a little bit more, and a little closer. I should put it on the ground. I should hang this from there and then just put that on the ground. But I've got it ratchet strapped to this little cart that I made, so it'd make it a lot easier to move this thing around just in case I don't want to cut or weld or grind right here. I did also cover the 2025 just so nothing got on it. But once I get this spot closer, I'm gonna start really looking at. I'm gonna pull the bars out. I'm gonna put the bars about where I want them, where I think I may want them, all that. But let me go ahead and do that and get me another cold carbureted beverage. Yeah. We'll be back in just 2 seconds. I don't know if you kind of like the way it's sitting, just as it sits, but I'm thinking I kind of want it a little bit more, a little higher in the back, and definitely a little closer. More easy rider kind of look is what one of my buddies said. But we'll be back in just a minute. Okay, so it is the next day. I have partially gotten it to about where I want it to sit. I am not that far back. It is a lot lower than it was. I actually just lowered it again. And I'm thinking somewhere around there is where I think I want the tire. I don't know. I feel like I ought to go a little closer, but I don't know yet. But I'm still trying to figure out. I did go ahead and just lop these off. My apologies, I burped. I did go ahead and lop these suckers off. And those, I could reuse these mounts for something else. I don't know, because I do still need to make a battery box, and I do still need to make a part that holds my computer. But I'm trying to figure out exactly where I want this pipe. The pipe that's going to come from somewhere up here to here with this the longer one. And by the way, if this company ever wants to sponsor me, I enjoy their product. They put a lot of packaging into these bars, and let me shout out the company real quick. TC Bros. If they ever want to sponsor me, I am absolutely down. The packaging was on point. They sent me a nice sticker, and they even sent a little key ring, which I like, and it'll actually go on the set of keys for this bike. I will actually put that on there. But with that, it came with the, 2 sets of the long bars pre-bent, 2 sets of the short bars pre-bent, and 2 sets of the the plates for the back. I can't remember the name, but where they slide from. And it also came with 2 short pipes and 2 of the dowel sleeves, where you would take and drill a hole and then put a little weld inside of it, and then you do the same thing, sleeving a pipe. But I still got to decide on there, and I got to decide on where I want these bottom bars. But I think I'm going to run the chain and just be sure that this tire is straight. I did go ahead and add a couple extra straps, just because the straps on the handlebars are going to let me know if the bike is straight or not. Because at this point, I want to make sure the bike is straight and square, because it's on the jack stands. But they need to be absolutely square before I do anything welding wise. And I'm just going to tack it together, put probably a pretty heavy tacks on it, pull the motor out, trim a bunch of this excess, so like right here, and I think I'm going to cut most of this lower section off, because right here is actually where it held the kickstand, I forget the name of that. It's not a tripod, it's a it's got the 2 feet that come down like a moped, but it also originally had another kickstand. I put that on that bike there. I may end up taking it from it just to put it on this. But yeah, we'll be back in a minute with see how far I get in another couple hours. But I'll be sure to keep updating it, because I want you to see as much of this as I can, and I want to look back on it later. Because who knows, I may end up doing all this again on a different bike. But as long as that engine runs great, this will probably be the final version of this bike for at least a couple years, until I decide to change something, or make it longer, or shorter. But anyhow, let's get at it. Out of nowhere, a helicopter decides to go up over, but I have the placement for the bottom bar. I got this side cleaned up, and I've got the bottom bars cut on this end. I have not cut this end, and now it decides to go over. I don't know. But I still got to figure out the top and get that sorted out. But you can just see the amount of metal on the ground right here. But I'll try and get one side straight and then work on the other side, because I got to pull that chain off. And once the one side is held sturdy, the other side can be held sturdy. But we'll be back in a minute. Alright, so we're like 3 or 4 days since the last clip. Plus, me getting sick and just not feeling good. But this is where we're at. You can clearly see all the metal shavings just everywhere. My hand was worse. I sprayed it off. But this is where we are currently at. Now these 2 are just tacked in. That one's just held by fitment down here and 2 magnets up there. But yeah, this is where we're at now. I'm about to tack that one in place, and then as soon as I get that tacked in place, I can take the chain off. I just don't want to move anything without it being secure, because it is exactly where I want it, exactly where I need it. The tire is elevated off the ground too. So once I get this removed, or once I get the chain removed, there is a spot right here on the other side where the OEM swing arm was mounted. Right here. I'm using that as a weld point, because it is probably one of the strongest places on that subsection. So of course I'm hitting it as I'm welding it, and it's just gonna stay pretty strong. Once I get that bottom bar welded in, I will probably go ahead and just put a piece of metal. I'll probably put one down here, and then I'll probably put one somewhere here. It's just difficult on this spot, which I'll probably just tack this one in. From there, I can pull the tire out and probably pull the motor out, maybe. And then I can go ahead and just fully weld these, fully weld all these. And then if I tack one of the bar in here and a bar in there, I can figure out exactly where I really want those. if I even go with the bars. I don't know yet, because the kit did come with 2 bars here and then the 2 little gussets things. Again, shout out to TC Bros. This kit is phenomenal. The tube thickness, like the amount of extra they give you. Like, I've got all these offcuts, little offcuts, and you know, always cut more, less off than you need, and then just trim very slightly, and then go back with like a flat disc or a grinding wheel just to get it exactly how you want it. Like, I've got pretty good fitment on these 2, and this one was the hard one because I'm trying to copy this one. But she is looking phenomenal. Like, I am pretty happy with that, actually. It looks weird just because the original frame, but once it's all one color with a fender and all that, debating if I want to reuse the original fender, not the original fender, but the original fender that I put on there, just to kind of just add the little swoop right here. I'm not sure, but I think she's coming out pretty nice. But let me get this one tacked in, let me get that chain pulled out, and we'll be back. I'm not showing any of the grinding or anything because I'm putting this away so I don't get anything in the microphone, anything in the speakers, and then I'm also welding. I don't want to mess up the camera. Don't know how this is going to take it, but I don't want to find out. I don't want to have to figure out another method to continue this video, or even potentially just ruin the device, which has like 5 or 6 days worth of recording this on it. But I know I've said it like in the past like 4 cuts. Let's get after it. All right, so there she is with the bars welded in. And I think this is also where I'm going to end off the episode, because I need to get this one uploaded and start working on the next one, because I want to continue on this bike, and I will not until this episode is uploaded. I might a little bit, but that's beside the fact. There she goes. She is looking good. Heck yeah. First Hardtail cb400t Hawk from the 80s on YouTube. Videos on these bikes are very limited, but nevertheless, if y'all enjoyed this video, you like this sort of content, let me know down in the comments. Press the like button. Go ahead and subscribe. Help me get my numbers up, or close to 100. Help me hit 100 subscribers. Share the video if you know anybody with a cb400, even if they're not hardtailing it. Still, I've done compression, I've done piston rings on this bike. There's probably more content to be had on this bike because the electric start does not work. So, like, comment, subscribe, let me know. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for watching this far. Let me know what y'all think. Peace.